Hello everyone! Today we're playing Minecraft and this new nice game called Friday Night Funkin. I was playing a little bit off screen to get I was training a little bit off screen, so I finally got a little bit to a professional. I missed less than I before. I like day one as me playing Friday Night Funkin. Was losing a lot, so I had to play on easy mode. Now I'm perfectly getting big enough so I could go on normal mode. Then I'm smart enough to go to hard mode. So do you know I'm making these new buildings? Standard Dead mod, the paint during night. Make sure you to sleep early. So command currency. Blah blah blah. Lantern. Looking resources. So, I wanted to make my grandpa's hut because he's gonna come back at the end of this video. My grandpa's gonna come over, so he asked me to build a house for him. I made a giant one. He sent me a few pictures on SMS, so on WhatsApp. So I had to do this. He told me the pictures that I've heard he had a storage room. But don't mind me using all concrete. And he wanted some blinds gardening because there's a couple of girls here. So I just, he also needed a terrace. I also make some extra rooms here for guests if they have a habit of sitting in the rooms. So I just do a little bit of that. I just don't mind. Let me go whatever I like or whatever someone else chooses that you guys might not know. My grandpa, my dad had I trained him to play Minecraft. So he played Minecraft and he got to a little bit too, like he's like, he just knew, he just started playing Minecraft like 1 week ago. Don't mind me being in creative mode because there's gonna be a lot of resources I'll need. I mean, a lot of resources I'll need. As well, I clean my inventory. There's so much space in here. So much in here. What's even going on? I need just to put some light in here because it's very dark in the kitchen. There's two kitchens actually, he said. Two kitchens. I use redstone lamps because when you can use levers to like open it, like you can call them, turn them on and turn them off. Just need some blast furnace. There's also the barrels. Just like in the storage with the store room has all the old things that they don't need. They like throw it in there, or they just like throw in the dustbin. I'll make some dustbins in a couple of days. You know, I've been building a little bit off screen to get things set up. So there's also like a terrace. So on top, the terrace flat, I just put like a little bit of infested stone, not cobblestone, just stone. And because you know, in my grandpa's house, there's also like a little dirty pond. It's dirty, yuck. The most unsanitary water. Do not touch. This is so unsanitary. Ugh. I'll just show you how my character is. So I need to go here. I'll show you my character. My character looks like this. It looks pretty nice now. I'm a girl actually. Oh, I don't get close to that unsanitary water. I get dirty now. Just go back. Better. I also have a creeper on the back. Pretty funny, there's this creeper. There also made a couple of rooms here. So this is my room. This is where my mom and dad also be here. I still have my mom and dad with me. I'm like 10 years old. Like a 10-year-old. One who's getting close to be a teen. Yeah. I also have some of this because you know my dad and my mom are a little bit clumsy, so my mom and dad also play Minecraft a bit, so I put a king size bed, because there's also like but we're like a family of three. This is where my mom sleeps, my dad sleeps, and this is where I sleep. I don't sleep in any of these beds. I also, this is how I make. But I also put some edges because my mom and dad fall off. The ones who are not at this room, they usually sleep in this room for often. Whatever. This is my grandpa's house as usual. I also make him like hacker-sized bed here. It's even bigger than the one that I am, where my mom and dad sleep in with, and I also sleep in. This is the second kitchen. You know, I have a few uncles, so this is where my uncle and my uncle's family lives in. So there's like two type of beds. There's the one like this, and there's also a mattress. This has the mattress, but don't mind the board slabs and some wooden slabs. They'll just act like a mattress. But you know, my uncle kids sleep on the mattress. My uncle's kids, you could call them. They're my cousins. Cousins. The cousins I sleep on the mattress, but the oldest cousins of mine in my uncle's family, they like sleeping in the bed. There's three. First, I won't say team because they have pretty weird names. So I won't tell you guys. You might figure it out. Just usually. This is there are like two uncles. I'm gonna build another room right over here. This is a fridge, but don't. This is an old fridge. They keep it there. Abba showed me photos what I have to do. There's a couple of benches, but I'm in 1.17 update. So I put like moss carpets. They're like a cover for the seat. This is where my grandma or someone else sits here and do anything. Or my grandma sleeps here. Grandma sleeps here. Some of the ones but there's some guests who sleep in one of these things. And there's some guests. Some guests come over in my grandpa's house because my grandpa's house is pretty big, so they have to sleep here. Then when my grandma sleeps at, usually one guest comes here actually. So so my grandma like leaves an extra bed here. Bed/bench. I call it a bench because it looks like a bench where to sit. But sometimes my grandma like lies down, and but don't mind me using scaffoldings here, so it can like act as tables. But some Minecraft players do that. I put armor stands / clothes. I also put a window so you can see if it's nighttime, the evening, or the daytime. You know what I mean. I love that squids. These things are useful. For the Minecraft noobs who are watching this or whatever, you could know levers are pretty useful for things that require redstone things. I think I'll show you what I could do. What result they have if I try to put redstone. You see this? There's redstone ore. Just put redstone ore, redstone lamp, redstone dust, block of redstone. This is a solid block. Redstone tools, redstone repeater, redstone comparator. There's so much things. Some of them confuse me. But I've really got a lot. I've been playing this for like playing this for like almost a year. I just started at January this year. So this is storage. I also put some shulker boxes here because And my grandpa has some boxes even in the real life. There's hospitals, chests, large chests, because you know 2 chests can like comprehend into like one large chest. 2 chests near each other, we got one giant chest, just like magic. It's pretty funny. So I was doing a lot of this thing off screen. This took me almost an hour to make all this, because you know I'm a little bit of a pro, so this thing comes a bit easier. I have some brothers, you know, so I made them a room. But you know, my dad comes here to work. You know, this is what my dad's laptop is. Here my dad puts a laptop, and he just logs in like early in the morning. And then he also, this is the keyboard. I'll put a mouse in there. I could just put a mouse in. Some Minecraft players use mouses with buttons. It's pretty funny. It is not aligning. Let's put it like this. Just still, I'll get black. Forget about black. I have 2 brothers. One sleeps on one separate bed. But when my dad has to come, my dad comes here to lock it at like 9 in the morning daily, even in the real life and in the Minecraft, because you know my dad's almost gonna start joining Minecraft. He's gonna join Minecraft soon, so I leave this for him because my dad still has a job in it. So this I have 2 brothers. So one brother sleeps in one separate bed, and there's the second brother sleeps in this one. And this is the third uncle's room. There's a bed. Just don't mind magenta because the girls sleep here. But there's some men who I'm gonna make a mattress later because men will sleep in the mattress. So there's a little TV. Natural PC, that's crazy. Because you know my brother, the brother in one of here, he puts his PC here. This is where he uses his PC. I also put a little mouse there. You could just use it as a button, and there's a keyboard. And you can use the. There's so much. They're confusing me, even though I'm my pro. So there's so much blue rooms with blue walls. So but don't mind me using concrete. Concrete is like smooth block. It's like a little bit similar to clay/terracotta. So much things. There's so much colorful blocks here. You know, I love Minecraft a lot. It's fun. Ugh, I broke the brick down. Just because I'm creating now. So I have to keep things in my inventory unless I break them again, like a stupid person. Let me break. You know what then? You know what? Why am I putting things inside? I'm putting things. That thing is annoying. And that's just. These can also be useful for 2 sides of the room. But you know, a lot of rooms here, they have like colorful tiles, with orange concrete and white concrete. It's pretty hilarious though. Don't mind this. Quartz, blackstone, just forget about it. I sort like this. This is how they have the panel of their tiles, like the flooring, colored flooring. But these rooms they're not quite big, so they spend most of the time being in the hall. So they spend most of the time in the hall. So there's so much weird things here. I have to keep talking because I'm just streaming a YouTube video right now. This will be so much harder than I think. This thing takes forever. Cause like every day I start getting faster at building Minecraft buildings. This is where the center of the hallways and tiles looks like. I just put smooth stone slabs. That's how I am. Or that's how the real life thing is. Cause I'm also making. I also made one building full of apartments in there. Everything is just quartz, but I make that. But no one sent me that to make it. I just make it myself because I love building things. Minecraft thing is about to build and survive in survival mode and do anything in creative mode. That's how the creative mode. You can call it Mojang when you create it. Many things. Well, I'm breaking this. The room is not too big anyway. The flooring is done. But the walls, they're like blue. Just like for the big bros. This is where the big bros are. The third uncle and also the third auntie pizza. Still might be putting campfire because the one who there's the two guests come here. One who loves being in the roof, being in a room where there's a roof that stick to a roof. Just like sleep there. And for the one who are afraid of heights, they just like sleep in the place where my grandma leaves for guests to come here. Some guests come here to stay for a few days or just for like a few hours and go back for the ones who like still want to leave their house, the ones who just love their house too much. These crazy people. But they're not actually crazy. I'm not just trying to be very mean. I'm not so mean. What? And at the end of the when I'm just done making this room and even all the furniture, then I'll show you Friday Night Funkin that I just heard about. I found this 3 months ago. Oh, I need these. I'll put them in this. This is how it breaks. It also does cone has been driving. You know what? I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna continue later. So now I don't have to do like a reset because I don't know how to install it. It's pretty tricky. Also takes a long time, so I'll have to do on a research. But don't mind me using a research of using games on KVH games. I do have KVH games. Go here. This is how you can find like a million of them here. So I've heard you guys like so much of these mods. Some of you guys are fans of these mods and some hate some of these mods. So I've heard we're gonna start with like 10 or 5 mods today. There is the popular. What? This is new.